It's known as the silent killer because it strikes without warning, but it's also the deadliest killer. Cardiovascular disease is still the #1 cause of death in adults in the United States.
When someone collapses, even if you call for help, the time period until help arrives is probably the most critical. Without any blood flow or oxygen delivery to your brain and your vital organs, they stop functioning. Therefore, every minute counts.
My name is Dawn Botwin-Hover. I was clinically dead from sudden cardiac arrest. Quick action from bystanders doing CPR and applying an AED saved my life. I urge everyone to learn PushCPR so you can save a life like mine.
Clearly, the minute immediately following sudden cardiac death are the most critical to the victim's survival. But what about the millions of bystanders who happen to be there before the ambulance arrives? Are we prepared?
Many people confuse sudden cardiac death with heart attack. They are related, but they are not the same thing. Heart attack is the most common cause for sudden cardiac death, but there can be other causes. And certainly not everyone with a heart attack suffers from sudden cardiac death. However, if someone collapses in front of you, they're not breathing, and they are not responsive, this is not a time for diagnosis, this is a time for action. You need to call 911 and initiate PushCPR.
In an effort to raise public awareness and help to better prepare all of us, one heart research organization in Florida is making headway.
Florida Heart Research Institute was founded in 1944 and has been a leader in cardiovascular research, education, and prevention for over 67 years. The Institute is a nonprofit 501c3 organization that relies on tax-exempt donations from individuals and corporations, as well as foundation grants to fulfill its mission to stop heart disease through research, education, and prevention.
With PushCPR, you no longer need to worry about mouth-to-mouth contact. You don't need to worry about liability because we have Good Samaritan laws. And you don't have to worry about hurting someone because basically they're clinically dead. So if you don't try to do anything, you're doing nothing at all. But at least with PushCPR, you're doing something. PushCPR, we want people to push hard and fast until help arrives. That's it.
The important thing about PushCPR is that it helps to remove some of the barriers that people traditionally have had to mouth resuscitation. Because you don't need to apply your mouth, there is no risk of contamination or contracting disease or any concern about that. And moreover, the fact is that everyone needs to be active and involved.
Some people are also afraid of being held liable or hurting the victim of sudden cardiac death. The Florida Heart Research Institute is also leading the way in educating the public on those issues.
Florida Heart's education and prevention initiatives are statewide. We have our screening team, which goes out into the community, and it provides free cardiovascular risk factor screenings for underserved. We have our Living for Health program, which is similar, but offers a follow-up component for high-risk people. We have our worksite wellness programs, which goes into the workplace setting. And then finally, we have our educational workshops for physicians as well as the general community. And that leads us to our latest initiative, which is PushCPR. And we're doing this in an effort to improve survival rates across the state for sudden cardiac arrest.
The fact is, you never know when someone near you may suffer a heart attack. Are you prepared? Now, thanks to those leading the charge in public awareness, life-saving information is more available to all of us. The Florida Heart Research Institute is a nonprofit organization. For more information, call 305-674-3020 or visit floridaheart.org.